Welcome to Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins, as we prepare for the last game of the season before the All-Star break as the 42 and 45 White Sox take on the 47 and 41 Twins. So this is sort of the debut of the White Sox 2018 first-round pick, Miguel Gonzalez, as he's going to be in for Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson will have the day off. He hasn't had a lot of those this year. So, with Anderson not hitting leadoff, it'll be Corey Ray hitting leadoff today. And Gonzalez will be hitting around the 7 or 8 spot. So pitching for the Twins today, 17 starts, 8-3 record was 3.73 ERA, and 79 strikeouts is for right-hander Tyler Duffy. Here's the White Sox starting lineup, first in the major leagues in batting average, home runs, and RBI. So their lineup has been very, very solid. The count is 0-2 for Corey Ray. The pitch from Duffy, that one will be down the right field line and fair. So the White Sox will start off the day with a base hit as Ray headed for second, and he'll be safe. So a no-out double to start the first inning. The count is 1-2 for Humberto Fuentes. So I'm assuming maybe the All-Star team, considering he's been very good this year, and that'll help out his resume. If that's going to be a base hit, Corey Ray's going to head home. And before the Twins get an out, there will be a run scored for the White Sox, 1-0. I know Nolan Arenado made it to the All-Star team. I'm pretty sure he made it to the home run derby, too. We'll see. I still strike out there. I'm not going to help his All-Star-like hitting. The count is 1-1 for Marcell Ozuna, runner on first and 2 outs. And Ozuna will slap a base hit into right field. The right fielder will try to dive it. I believe that's Max Kepler. He'll miss the dive. Fuentes is going to score from first, and it's now 2-0 White Sox after Ozuna gets the double. The count is 1-2 for Yoan Moncada. Ozuna's on second. Moncada will likely hit that one to end the inning, but an eventful inning for the White Sox. 3 hits and 2 runs scored. For the White Sox will be Lucas Giolito, 7-4 with a 4.55 ERA at 16 starts. Now, I was doing some simulating. I had critical situations on, and Giolito actually, in his last start, brought a no-hitter to the 7th inning, and right when I hopped in, Manny Machado was the first batter he faced, and he hit a double, so there you go, but he only allowed 4 hits in the whole game. The count is 2-2 for Max Kepler. The pitch from Giolito. Strike 3. The count is 1-2 for Byron Buxton. Pitch from Lucas Giolito. That'll be a grounder to Miguel Gonzalez. Miguel Gonzalez did have a little bit of playing time in April, which is why I said it's sort of his debut. The game called him up because it's annoying, and Brian Dozier will actually beat out the throw and is safe on first. Can Kenneth Vargas and the Twins take advantage of Dozier beating out the throw at first? No, they cannot, as Vargas will go down swinging. The count is full for Miguel Gonzalez, who in his limited time in April hit .389 with 0 home runs and 2 RBIs, as he's going to strike out there. He has some weird hair, too. I don't know if you'll see it today, but he has some weird hair. Leading off the second for the Twins will be Matt Davidson, who's playing at third for Miguel Sano, who I'm guessing is having the day off. That's a big loss for the Twins. Big advantage for the White Sox, who the White Sox are only a few games behind the Twins in the division. Both the White Sox and Twins fighting for a wild card spot. They're both third and fourth in their respective division, even though it's in the same division. Batting for the Twins is Anthony Santander, who he might be making his major league debut. He's definitely making his season debut, but he might be making his major league debut too, as Fuentes will catch down as 1-2 for the catcher Mitch Graver. Pitch for Giolito. Got him looking. He forgot his wallet, so he's just looking. 1-2-3 inning. The count is 1-1 for Corey Ray, who got a base hit in his first at-bat of the game. He might get a base hit in his second at-bat of the game. Will he? No, he will not. That'll be called by the left fielder. Warning track power, but not quite enough. The count is 1-2 for Humberto Fuentes, who's 1 for 1 with a single, an RBI, and a run, as he's going to strike out that time. The count is 1-2 for Byron Buxton. Pitch from Lucas Giolito. That'll be a strikeout. Leading off the 4th inning for Chicago will be Matt Fayes, who's 0 for 1. Make that 0 for 2, so he's going to swing at a pitch. That would be a ball, but there's the pitch speed comparison, if you're wanting to see that. The count is full for Marcell Ozuna, who had an RBI double back in the first inning. That's probably going to be another base knock, and it'll be off the wall in the right center gap. Will he make it to second? Yes, he will. That's Ozuna's second double of the game. He actually was a AAA from the cycle. I did some critical moments in last game. He was a AAA from a cycle, which was basically yesterday in this alternate reality. So I guess he's brought us hot streak Over to the next day. Gonzalez gets a big opportunity. Dominic Smith just got walked and he's on first. Ozuna's on second. But Miguel Gonzalez will actually strike out for the second time today. So that'll end the inning. 2 runners on left. 1 hit, no run. Giolito's currently pitching another no-hitter, as all he's allowed was the error, which Dozier got. That one's hit high. It's pretty deep in the left, but Ozuna will catch it at the warning track. That was Max Kepler who hit that. Brian Dozier is the only twin to be able to get on base, which was from an error. Count is full, and Dozier will hit this one to Miguel Gonzalez just like last time, but luckily Dozier will be out. The count is 1-2 for the catcher Timothy Griffin, who is leading off the 5th inning for the White Sox, and he will get a base hit most likely. Yes, he will, as Buxton unable to catch it. The count is 3-1 for Corey Ray. Runner on first, no outs, that one's hit high and deep into right field. That ball is gone. That one went miles deep. That may have gone out of a ballpark. I have to check that, and it's now 4-0 White Sox. His 2-run home run from Corey Ray is 12th on the season. Now he's 2 for 3. That one, how far did that go? That went 429 feet. That was an absolute moonshot from the 4th pick of the 2016 MLB draft from Louisville by the Brewers. Take a look at the replay there. That was a bomb. An absolute bomb. So was that in the ballpark? No, it was just in the ballpark. The count is 3-1 for Humberto Fuentes, who has 20 home runs on the season, and he'll get a base hit. So all the first 3 batters for the White Sox all get base hits. The count is 2-1 for Marcell Ozuna. Runners on first and second. He has 2 doubles today, but that one won't just be a double. It'll be a double play, which will end the inning. But the White Sox do score 2 off of a Corey Ray home run. The count is 1-1 for Davidson. Giolito, I cannot get that out, still pitching for his no-hitter, as that might change with this Matt Davidson shot. High and deep in the right center field gap. That'll drop, and that'll end the no-hitter. Last outing, Giolito had one last 6 innings. This time, his lasted 4 innings. Can Anthony Santander score Davidson? Well, that'll advance him to third, so now there's a runner on third with 1 out for the Twins. I've said Timberwolves at least 6 times today. I swear. The count is full for Mitch Graver. Pitch from Giolito. He'll strike out. So now the Twins are going to need a base hit to score the runner. The Twins got shut out in their last game. Will they get shut out again as Polanco? That'll be a wild pitch. And that will score Davidson, making it 4-1. There was 1 ball, but for whatever reason, Jorge Polanco was able to advance to first. I don't know why. I guess there was some rule that I don't really know about. Jason Castro will he'll check swing at it, but it looks like it was in the strike zone, so 4-1. After 5 innings, Trevor May will enter the game. He's pitched in 24 games, and his ERA at 3.86 is solid. The first 2 batters this inning, which were Yoan Moncada and Dominic Smith, both struck out, and now the count is full for Miguel Gonzalez, and he'll strike out. He's 0 for 3 of 3 Ks today, so he hasn't been very good in his quote-unquote debut. The count is 1-2 for Max Kepler. Pitch from Giolito. That will be down the third base line, and it'll be fair, so the Twins will get their second base hit of a ball game. The count is full for Brian Dozier. Pitch from Giolito. That one's hit high. It's deep, and it will be gone. Brian Dozier will make it a 1-run game, and it's now 4-3 White Sox. 2-run shot from Brian Dozier. The count is 1-2 for Matt Davidson, who is 1 for 2, and he scored via wild pitch, as he'll probably not get a base hit that time unless it's deep enough, which will be close, but Ray will catch it at the warning track. But it won't be an uneventful inning, as a 2-run shot from Brian Dozier will make it 4-3. The count is 1-1 for Corey Ray, who was 2 for 3 with a double, and of course, the home run is that time he'll be out. The count is full for Humberto Fuentes, who's 2 for 3 today, as that'll make him, just like Corey Ray, 2 for 4 to end the 7th inning. Another very successful inning from him. After 6 innings, Lucas Giolito's day is done. 3 runs. He only allowed like 4 or 5 hits, so he did pretty good, especially in the first 4 innings where he allowed no hits and only had 1 man on base. So in for Giolito will be Anthony Blair, the White Sox best relief prospect. This is his 5th game. He's done pretty good so far. A while he's 0-1. He's a 2.31 ERA, and his average against left-handed batters is 1.18, which is basically 12%. It's an Anthony on Anthony crime as Anthony Blair pitching to Anthony Santander. And Santander will be the one who gets the last laugh as Blair's first victim will get on base. The count is 1-2 for Jorge Polanco. Pitch from Blair. Strike through. The count is 2-2 for Jason Castro. Pitch from Blair. Strike through. The count is 0-2 for Arenado. Trevor Hildenberger in for Minnesota. What a catch by Matt Davidson. That was a rocket shot from Arenado, but Davidson caught it. Here's the starter comparison as Giolito pitched one more inning, allowed one less run, one less earned run, 5 less hits, 1 less walk, and he got 2 more strikeouts. The count is full for Marcell Ozuna, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles today. That will make him 3 for 4 if it's deep enough, which it's not, to end the top half of the 8th inning. The count is 1-2 for Byron Buxton. Pitch from Lucas Giolito. He'll check swing that one, as that'll be a strikeout to start the 8th, the bottom of the 8th. The count is full for Brian Dozier, who hit a home run in his last at-bat, and I don't know if the Twins have gotten a base hit since that at-bat, as that one will be right to the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. He really did not have to move too much, as that'll end the 8th inning. Nice 2 innings from Blair. The count is 3-0 for Yoan Moncada. Does he have the green light to swing? Yes, he does. Maybe he shouldn't have. The count is full for Dominic Smith, who's 0 for 2 with a walk today, so he has reached base. He won't reach base this at-bat, though. Hopefully Miguel Gonzalez can do something this at-bat. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in his quote-unquote debut, but I mean, hey, that was a strikeout, so it's not all that bad. And to get the save will be Roberto Osuna. This will be his 29th game and his 18th save, hopefully. He currently has a 3.7 ERA, which isn't greatest, but isn't terrible. And his averages versus lefties and righties are pretty much equal. The count is full for Kenneth Vargas, who is the tying run if he gets on base, which he will not. Or not Arenado, my goodness. Yoan Moncada will field that one for the first out of the night. I'm a little bit surprised that Snow's not entered the game to pinch hit, but maybe he's injured as Matt Davidson will strike out and the Twins are down to their last out. The count is 2-2 for Anthony Santander, who's down to his last strike, and the Twins' last hope. But that one is hit high. It is hit deep. It is going to be off the wall. So that'll be a double. If the fence was a little shorter, like the one in left, then it might be a tie game, and the Twins still have life. The tying run is on second, and Mitch Graver is the winning run. The count is 1-2, but he will strike out. And the White Sox will win in a feisty battle by a score of 4-3. And that is how the first half of the season will end. The White Sox will improve to, I believe, 45 and 47 or something. Something like that. And the Twins will go down to like 47 and 42. Something like that. I'm not exact, but around that. The player of the game will be Corey Wright. That wasn't too hard. Peace out. Before we end the episode, we could look to see how many White Sox players have made the All-Star game. So, no starting pitchers, no relief pitchers. Carl Edwards Jr. down there. Closers, Roberto Osuna's down there. Catchers, I don't see Timothy Griffin's name, so not him. Matt Faye, he might make it. I don't know if they're going to let him in or not. Second base, I can't imagine Yoan Moncada made the All-Star game. Third base, Arenado's down there? That's mean. Okay, maybe I'd vote Longoria ahead of him. Maybe I'd vote Donaldson, but not Seager. Oh my. No Tim Anderson, which is a bit surprising. Left field, Marcell Ozuna's down there. I think he had a really good season. Center field, Corey Wright's down there. Right field, Humberto Fuentes will be starting in the All-Star game. So we could have anywhere from 1 to 3. Definitely Fuentes, but hopefully Arenado and or Faith.